racing to the west. So as I mentioned, at the very least, if you don't see a shower, you might see some cooler air off of these storms. Bloomingdale, Brandon, Riverview, kind of all in the path, and eventually the downtown area, probably within about a half hour or so. Thunderstorms are fairly active here just east of Lakewood Ranch, right east of I-75 down through Manatee and Sarasota County. They're all moving to the west. They go all the way down to the south around Northport, kind of coming together in a line, which isn't unusual really on a day where you have temperatures in the low 90s, once again pushing record highs. And scattered stuff about in Highlands County, Hardy as well. We'll talk more about the forecast and see if this heat will carry on coming up.
All right, Steve, thank you. A community is still mourning the loss of a mother of 3 killed over the weekend while walking along US 19 in Tarpon Springs. News Channel 8's Jamel Lene joins us now live at Walter C. Campbell Senior Park, where Tamara Leverson coached cheerleading for the Greenwood Panthers. Jamel?
Oh, good evening to you. I can tell you right here is the field where Tamara, where she would coach these young girls, this cheerleading squad. Tonight, she's being remembered as somebody who loved everyone. Family are coping with the loss of Tamara Leverson.
She was a loving mother, first of all. She loved children.
Leverson's aunts and her mother, Stacy, are now caring for her 3 children after she was struck and killed on US 19 in Tarpon Springs around 6 a.m. Saturday morning.
Yes.
Every day, take them kids.
She got up, yep, every morning.
And take them to school and everything.
Leverson was walking to the bus stop with her children when the driver was in the right-hand lane but didn't see her. The 2-year-old was ejected from her stroller. She received these cuts and bruises but is doing okay. Both Leverson's 6-year-olds were not injured. Leverson was a cheer coach for Greenwood Panthers, a team she once cheered for. She was on her way to the game. Staff and coaches learned about the tragedy while they were playing.
We had been trying to call her because her son is one of the star players on the flag football team. So they were like, where is he? You know, that was unusual for her, you know, not to be there. And by the time we actually got word, the game was going on.
Her cheer squad and the team devastated.
Saturday, they were saying that they still wanted to cheer because they know that's what Miss Tamara wanted, and they wanted to cheer for Miss Tamara and wanted them to win the game for her.
Now, this Thursday, family will go to the crash site and hold a candlelight vigil at 6:30. As for the team, they are also planning something special for their coach. They plan to do a balloon release during this weekend's game, and then following that, they also plan to do a tribute for her. In Clearwater, Jamel Lene, News Channel 8.
Our community is trying to make sense of 2 heartbreaking murder-suicides, one in Pasco County, where investigators say a man shot and killed his wife before turning the gun on himself, and the other in Manatee County, where deputies believe that a man killed his wife and her 16-year-old daughter. News Channel 8's Amanda Ciavarri joins us now live. She's at the Tampa News Center newsroom with the important message for families who are struggling with the threat of domestic violence. Amanda.
Well, Jen, it is too soon to tell if there were warning signs in either of these cases, and statistically, such murder-suicides are very rare. But the Tampa Bay area has now seen 2 violent tragedies just hours apart.
This afternoon, crime tape remains around this Lakewood Ranch home. Deputies say that a man shot and killed his wife, her 16-year-old daughter, Andrea Barbarino Rojas, then took his own life.
We had some type of an argument earlier in the day, and it just continued.
It happened around 10 p.m. Sunday night, just 2 hours before investigators say a Hillsborough County deputy killed his wife, then himself in Pasco County.
Domestic violence is a horrendous act that goes on in every community.
Experts with the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay say we should take this moment to reflect and look closely for changes in the people we know and love.
You know your friends, you know your family, you know your loved ones. When you start seeing behavior that's changing, particularly when somebody tells you, I'm thinking about killing myself, they're giving you that opening. Make sure you take that opening.
CEO and President Clara Reynolds says suicide and domestic abuse situations can impact anyone at any time.
So we're seeing here at the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay anywhere between 100 to 200 calls a week from our community members who are expressing thoughts of suicide.
But tonight, Reynolds wants to remind everyone, if you or someone you know is scared or struggling, there is help. Just pick up the phone and dial 211.
Trained professional on the other end of that phone that is there to listen to you so that you can feel heard, you can feel validated, and you can connect one person to another.
211 is not just for people in crisis. If you think someone you know and love is trapped in an abusive relationship or considering suicide, you can call 211 and they'll help you make a plan for action. And that's a plan that could ultimately save a life. Live in the Tampa News Center, Amanda Ciavarri, News Channel 8.